Hi guys, welcome back to the break room. Now for our special feature of the week, let's get to know more about the advocacies behind Impact Hub Manila. Watch this.
Impact Hub is a global network. We have 67 Impact Hubs around the world. There are 11,000 impact entrepreneurs. I know the billboard at the back is already old and it's just 2 months old. We are growing very fast. We're actually the largest community of impact entrepreneurs. So those people who don't care just about profit, but also about people and planet. And as said, there are 67 hubs, physical hubs around the world. So for example, like in Zurich or New York, San Francisco, Singapore. And what we actually do is we are platforms to start and scale entrepreneurs and startups. Brief history of Impact Hub Manila started last February, so 2014. We're working on market research and feasibility studies since a long time because you have to get accepted from the whole global network. They will vote for you. Every single hub will vote for you if you are the right team and if they think the city is ready. So it was a huge process with a lot of thinking behind. And then after we signed off actually here at Chino Rosa's extension in Green Sun, it was just in March, so we had to really go fast after that, bring all our partners in like Dedon and Hayworth and LBC, that we can actually start that up, and then also of course find community so they can come to co-work or on events or being incubated very soon. I think the private sector and the government has to be very interested also in us and also in Impact Hub, because we are really the voice of the entrepreneurs and about where change goes to work, where innovation happens. How can they be involved? It's really with our programs, incubation programs, like where we can search innovations with them. And then on the other hand side, of course, they can invite us as speakers, or they can come here and talk about what they think about that, because we also want to listen to them, right? And then of course, if they want just to be renting, for example, our space, that would be another option to do. But the priority really is to have conversation with them, and the best will be with the incubation program. As entrepreneurs, sometimes, first of all, you don't really have a network, or you sometimes, it's not just a network, but you are feeling isolated. You are stuck with maybe one idea. Sometimes you can't like push forward. Sometimes you're just at home drinking coffee by yourself. And it's so important to actually collaborate, because all these people will bring you much faster to your goal, because you don't have to be an expert in every single thing, right? Me neither. I don't have to be expert, because if we sit together and we talk with each other, and you are expert in marketing, I'm expert in finance, for example, we can help each other so we can grow faster together. That's collaboration, right? And then collaboration also means business, because you are my potential client. Me too, I'm your potential client. So collaboration really helps to like create more ideas in your head, or create your ideas faster and grow them, so you can have a bigger impact and have a bigger enterprise at the end. We really believe that innovation is made through collaboration, and we really believe that entrepreneurship is the goal. Like, we want that a lot of people think entrepreneurial. What does entrepreneur actually means? It means that you are thinking innovative. You're thinking out of the box. Even if you are employed somewhere in a company, you need to sometimes think about the box and always ask your question, why is something like this or something like that? Because if you don't create innovations, you are just stuck in the status quo. And that's what we do not want, right? Because otherwise we don't have a change. Otherwise, everything stays how it is right now. So we want to foster and empower those entrepreneurs so they can scale and create more innovations, but also include all the corporates or government to think entrepreneurial, or they are called actually entrepreneurial, so from within, and create innovations. I'm half Filipina. Everything started for me with Typhoon Ondoy, where I actually saw that so many Filipinos already think entrepreneurial. They found solutions where I think other cultures couldn't have found so fast in a very dramatic situation, and there I just thought I need to support that. Like if I can actually support that, or if I can inspire, then that's wonderful, and that's why I also wanted to create Impact Hub with, of course, my two co-founders, Cesc Rondario and Matt Yaki. I would say there are as good as others, sometimes better and sometimes weaker. I can't really say like all the products are better or worse. It's really about like how is the product market, how is the quality of the product, etc., etc. We don't focus on weaknesses, we focus on strength. So meaning we don't want to say it's better, but we say that's great, so let's scale this enterprise through co-work, through events, skill development events, or incubation. That's actually for me a very hard question. Of course, I tend to say Switzerland because I'm half Swiss as well. What we do good there is really, for example, being more aware about sustainability. This being more aware about sustainability and not accepting status quo, I think that's very important, is what sometimes lacks here. People here tend not to think why. They don't remove filters. They should remove filters. They should be critical, because just if you are critical, you see where you can innovate, and then you can take a risk. And if you are taking a risk, you will have first just few followers, but then after a while you will have more followers, and then you can do an impact. So being aware of sustainability is very important. I take that from Switzerland. And then from the other hand side, I love the story from Singapore, because it shows again that just like a very small group of people created something amazing. They could create a huge change, because everything you see, everything you buy, everything you consume always starts with just a very small group of people. And if those people actually try to have a change, they can reach it if they want. And I think Filipinos also have to believe much more in themselves, in the power of an individual, and we are bringing these individuals again together in co-working events and incubation, so these individuals meet and can create a change. We hope that we can create again more entrepreneurs as already are here, and make those entrepreneurs who are already existing to even greater role models. Because again, as I said before, we believe in innovation. We think there has to be a change, and that's why we are doing Impact Hub and bringing all these people together. So for example, if you are an entrepreneur and you need workspace, you come here to co-work. So meaning you will just come here, you will meet a community, and you will work here at like 16 hours, because entrepreneurs really need to work a lot, right? We need to work a lot. So not just working alone home, but come here and work with us. First point. Second point is, if you don't need a co-working space and you just want to meet other people on events, or you need like trainings, education, you come here for our events. You have to check our Facebook page or Eventbrite, and then you see all our daming events talaga. So two events every week. For example, Fuck Up Night. Yes, I said Fuck Up. We are talking about business failures. And then we have Nailed It Night, where we are talking about successes. So we have special things. And then we have Business Hub, where, for example, yesterday a lawyer came in to talk about how law actually works here in the Philippines. It's actually very big subject. So co-working events, and then in autumn we will start with our incubation programs with LBC and WWF, where we are searching for the greatest innovations, and then they get seed funding, etc. So it's really these three pillars, and then for all these people who don't really need all these things, they can just have a Connect membership. Which they have access to the local but also the global community, and being just like surrounded by us. So it's Connect membership. I think that's the easiest thing people can come in, and I think everyone should have that. Impact cannot happen in isolation. It requires collective action. That's why please join the Hub.
And that's it for today, ladies and gents. Hope that we were able to give you the soft, fluffy, yet informative and insightful side of weekly news updates. In short, the news for all you common couch potatoes. I'm Nikki. We hope you all have a fun-filled and amazing weekend. We'll see you all again on Monday. Until then, have a great day and much love from the Break Room.